All right, I'm here today with Avery Frick. We're in the golf offices. Behind us is the Augustana blanket that you'll receive if you are on the golf team for 4 years and you letter 3 times. It's one of the highest awards that we offer at Augustana for athletes. Avery, next year, will be getting this blanket. But first off, Avery, I'm just going to have you introduce yourself to the group here.
I'm Avery Frick. I'm a junior and I'm from Geneva, Illinois.
Awesome. And you're majoring in?
Accounting and data analytics.
All right, awesome. I want to start there because we always say academics is more important than golf. So I want to talk a little bit about academics. You have a great GPA. Our women's team this year had the second best GPA of any sports team at Augustana. It was a 3.51, so really impressive. But talk to me about your accounting major and what you're going to be doing, more than a year from now when you graduate.
I had an internship this year, my junior year, during J-term and the first half of spring, and got a full-time job for when I graduate. So I already have that lined up.
Awesome. So this is a junior in college who already knows that she's got a job lined up. How cool is that? That's really neat. Mm-hmm. All right, let's transition into golf. I want to talk about multiple things, but first off, we just finished up our season, our last tournament. You shot a 73 on day 2 to come from behind and win the golf tournament. Talk a little bit about how you play golf. How do you do so well? How do you keep things so strong mentally?
I had no idea what my score was that day, and did not know that I had a chance to win. I was only focusing on that shot and that hole.
Excellent. We talk a lot about Bob Rotella's book, How Champions Think. We read that, was that before your freshman year, before your sophomore year, one of the two. But I feel like a lot of what he wrote has kind of resonated with you as far as just compartmentalizing golf and taking things one shot at a time. This fall, Avery again came from behind in our fall event and shot a 2-under par 70 to win that tournament. That's the second best round in Augustana history. But I want to take you back another year, and I want to talk about you are our school record holder. You shot a 5-under par 67, and if you can go back to that day in your mind, I just want to know what you were thinking as you started to keep going lower and lower and lower.
I literally had no thoughts in my head and was carefree and just going through the round.
Excellent, excellent. This is a lot of what Bob Rotella talks about, is just not really even knowing or caring where you are during the middle of the round. The most important shot is the one shot at hand. And I think that is really awesome. Avery has also our school record for the most, or the lowest score for 2 rounds. In my office here, I have what I call a ball of fame, where I keep a lot of the golf balls from our players that have done really well. And this one is autographed by Avery, and it says 145. This was her score last fall, and then the fall before. So you have 2 145s. You've accomplished a lot. You're a 2-time all-conference player, multiple tournament champion. Still have a year left. What's left for you? What kind of goals have you set?
To win the conference or be very high up in the conference.
Okay.
And have the team be very high up in the conference, maybe win conference too.
Perfect. I think that's definitely doable with a lot of hard work in the off season. I feel like we can take a big jump this summer. I think we have some players who are really poised to take that next step. So what's that look like for you? What does the summer look like for you practicing and playing?
Playing almost every day, practicing and playing almost every day, on my own seriously, but then also for fun, with my family and friends. And maybe playing in some tournaments, not as many as I did in high school because there's not a lot of options, but some tournaments, and taking lessons with my swing coach and working out.
Awesome. Talk to me about the indoor golf center here at Augustana, the new TrackMan setup that's there. How have you utilized that to take your game to that next level?
I scheduled a time for myself to always come in on Tuesday and Thursday to force myself to come in. And I play a lot of the games on there because they're fun and beneficial. And it's very helpful, great technology.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. A lot of really neat data can be received from that TrackMan, and my hope is that in the coming year we're going to utilize that a lot and really dial in. Real quick story: we're at a course in Indianapolis. We're about to tee off on day one. You know what I'm going to say? Avery's on the range. She, I always ask her how it's going. She always says fine. Never really embellishes it much at all. And I asked her how it's going, and she said, my wedges are dialed. And this was after she'd been on the TrackMan for a couple of weeks playing some of these short games, and went on to have an unbelievable tournament. I think he finished third, beat some top 50 ranked golfers, and really a cool testament to what the TrackMan can do, and to a confidence level for sure.
Yeah, my confidence was very high.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good. Let's get after it, and thanks for joining us.